up from a wrestle dream. This is killing me.
What the fuck?
We go to AEW, and I was listen. I'm not even gonna lie. This is one of the worst follow-ups to a show that they've done in a long time.
Yep.
And the bad part was like, this isn't one where like people was injured and that's why they didn't show up. No, everybody was there. It just still was bad.
I didn't get the point of it. Like, it should have been way better.
Yeah, because like, okay, so, and I know people are like, what? It was good wrestling. Okay, the wrestling is fine, but you have to set up for the next pay-per-view. Like, you have to set up shit, like, you have to at least put a little spark of like, hey, here's this thing, or here's this thing. You did like none of that. It just was there. It was just like, all right, this is a fucking show. Fuck you. Suck my dick. That's
Pretty,
exactly what it felt like.
no, pretty much that's exactly what happened.
Like I was so mad because it's like they sometimes go like, all right, we're gonna set up some shit and we're gonna pay it off. You're like, all right, cool. AEW just has they just go, fuck it. We'll get to it when we get to it. Fuck it.
It's their
And
timing. I always mention that. Like, they have weird timing for shit.
I'm gonna explain to you exactly how they do their build for a pay-per-view. This is it. Now hear
Okay.
me out.
All right.
2 weeks after the last pay per view, nothing. The week in between and a little bit of the next week, you get the whole entire pay per view. The week before the pay per view, shit. You get dog shit. And then we go into the pay per view. That is how they do it. It's 2 weeks of bullshit, a week and a half of building, and then another week of shit. And then they just go to the pay per view. And it's like, what are you doing?
Some
It's
weird bullshit.
I don't get it because it's like it's not like you don't have the stories right there, and it's like it's there. Just tell it. They're like, no, we want to just have these matches, but you could tell a story and have these matches. No, no,
Yeah.
no, we want to have these matches. Fuck you. It's like, what are you doing? I'm just saying, man, they could do better.
The match is okay, right? Like, you have good
Mhm.
matches and whatever, but like, if you don't have a good story to follow with it, like, it turns me off. I don't know about you.
Like the match, like the stories is the reason you get into the match.
Yeah.
And I know somebody's gonna be like, no, well, the matches are just it's just the matches. Dog, New Japan has fucking stories to matches. Like fucking the AAA, CMLO, they have stories to matches. It's not just, oh, we're having a match. Oh, we're just gonna have this match. No, there's stories to matches. Like
That's
you just
that's the appeal to me with wrestling, the stories and all that. Like, I feel like if I'm gonna just watch people fight, just watch boxing, UFC, or something like that, which is not my cup of tea. If that's for you, that's for you, but it's not me.
okay, and that would be fine, but also UFC has stories. Like
Yeah,
that's the problem.
true.
Like people in it's
Boxing does
like
too.
yeah, boxing too. It's like they have stories. So why is it so hard for somebody that's done wrestling for like a gazillion years to just like string along these stories? And it's like, what is happening?
Hmm.
Because like this is exactly how the fuck I mean. Like you start off with the trios title, and it's the ops versus the Hurt Locker business, and it's like, okay, where's Hangman? Oh, Hangman did just a promo. Okay, but he's beefing with Joe. Yeah, we'll get to that eventually. And then the match is happening, and the man comes out and fucks the match up, and you're like, okay, why are they still beefing? Like none
Like,
of this makes sense. Like it's not even story. None of this makes sense.
like, shouldn't that be over with? Like, for real?
Yes. Like they literally said this was our last thing. And it's like, all right, cool. And then they're like, no, 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 no. We're doing more. And it's like, the fuck is happening here?
I was checked out.
One thing in that match that was really good that I was like, I didn't even think of until the match started happening. Like the match is going, and all of a sudden Bobby's in there with Will Hobbs, and I'm like, oh shit, I did not think of that. I did not think of Will Hobbs versus Bobby.
That's gonna be a nice future one-on-one match.
Yes. Then after the match, Samoa Joe, in the weirdest way possible, just like starts talking shit, and then he just start talking about fat women in Texas, and then he says, Will Hobbs loves them fat women in Texas, and Will is just talking about picking up these women and fucking them. I'm like, was that like a diss to Texas, or just like saying like Will Hobbs like big women? Like I was so confused. I'm like, was this a diss or like a shout out? What just happened here?
I was confused.
I was baffled. Like shit, this was so fucking random. It was so random. Then we had Mercedes pull up. She pulled up, and then they go to an interview with Chris Statlander in the back, and Chris Statlander goes, "Yo, fuck it, me and you, full gear." And I was like, "We kind of figured that. Like, didn't you kind of accept the match? Like, or like, am I misremembering? Because I remember her saying, 'Yeah, let's go.'"
I'm glad you said that because like I was watching that thinking like the same thing. Like, did my mind get fucked up?
No, but like this is what other further fucks your mind up because Darby Allin comes out and he cuts a promo, and I swear to God, this is all he said because I have no idea whatever the fuck else he was talking, and I watched it 3 times, and this is exactly what it came across. I climbed Mount Everest. I love AEW. I will die for AEW. That is it. I lie to you not. That is his promo. I'm not joking. That is literally his promo.
Oh, and
And
he
I'm like,
wants to end the Death Riders, which I thought were done after this, but whatever.
no, no. It's like we're about to get to that, which makes this whole thing like, which pisses me off even more.
Yeah.
It just pisses me off even more when we get to that part. So then we had a match that was announced earlier in the day. That's a four-way tag match, four-way women's tag match, and the winners of this tag match gets to pick their opponent in the first round of the tag team tournament.
Huh?
Listen, all of that would have been fine if we knew all of the tag teams. I'm like, all right, we know all of the tag teams, but we didn't. We just had these three. We had the Sisters of Sin. We had Willow and Harley. We had Megan and Penelope, and Jamie and Queen Aminata. Okay. And so after the match, Jamie and Queen Aminata win, and they go, we're choosing the Sisters of Sin as our first opponents. And I'm like, all right, that would make a lot of sense. And I would be like, okay, yeah, like they have beef. It's a story. Yes. And I know people are like, story. Yes, it's a story. But here's the thing, you're in the tag team tournament. Wouldn't you pick like the weakest team to go against? But also, you don't know what other fucking teams are in this tournament, so you don't know who the fuck you're fighting except for the other three people here.
Yep. Like this match was pretty much pointless for not knowing who else was in it.
Yes. It didn't give us no inside information or anything. It just was the dumbest shit ever. I was like, okay, that made no fucking sense. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Because like the tournament anyway would have probably been the Sisters of Sin versus Jamie and Aminata. That would have probably been a match anyway.
Yeah. Seeing the fact that they want to go into Blood and Guts anyway, like this will be the lead into that because
Yeah,
they
like
they still haven't had an answer. Like Jamie did the challenge, she still hasn't got an answer for it. I don't know if they said no or not. I don't think they did.
they can't say no. Like it was mandated. Like they have to go 1-on-1.
Okay.
So then we had something that was really fucking stupid. And like even the match setup is really fucking stupid. So the
Mm-hmm.
Young Bucks are knocking on Tony's door because they want another money match. They want another money match. So Tony comes out and he goes, "You know what? I agree. You can have another money match." And he gave them the lowest price ever. He gave them $100,000 match because the last one was a $400,000 match. The one before that was a $500,000 match. So he gave them $100,000 match, and he says, "All right, it's going to be you guys in a team that I'm going to pick versus Jet Speed and the Jurassic Express." And they go, "Well, who's the team?" "It's FTR because they just happen to be in my office."
Like, what the fuck?
So I'm just looking at this. I'm like, both of those teams have beef. Both of those teams have beef. This should
Mm-hmm.
be over. We shouldn't even be going through this. We should move on and we should be done with this. Like everybody should be done on to the next feud. They should be going, "Oh, I want to beef with this person or I want to beef with this person."
Yep.
Once again, there's no direction. It's like we're still doing the same shit from last week. I'm like, okay,
Like, what's the point?
there is none. And this one, like when this happened, everything that happened in this, like, kind of was like, okay, this makes sense, but it doesn't. And then at the end of it, like the end of the night, I was like, you know what? That does make a lot more sense than it did 5 minutes ago. Because this is a Mercedes Monet 12 belts celebration. Last time we was here, she had 11. Now she has 12.
Okay.
Yes. So she goes for this celebration, but Puppet Monet shows up
My
and
favorite
she's
part.
cutting a promo. And then Mercedes gets so mad, she comes down, slams the puppet into Cake. Then she grabs Harley and starts trying to yell at Harley, but then she gets picked up and put through a cake from Chris Statlander.
Where the fuck did she come from?
Oh, they was under the table the whole time.
Oh, but okay, both of them.
Yeah, they were both under the table because like they both were dressed in black. They both were under the table. Like when
Gotcha.
Harley like distracted her, Chris came up and just like fucked her up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, uh, like that makes sense because Chris and Mercedes, but why the fuck did Harley come out? Like, oh, was it just for laughs? And then we find out later on that Harley Cameron and Willow are going to be facing Mercedes and Athena in the tag tournament.
Not a tag team I saw coming, but I like it.
Me neither, but I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, they just randomly threw them together as a tag team because once again, they weren't in the bracket. They just randomly said, "All right, let's do this." Weren't in the bracket. They just randomly said, "Let's do this,"
Yeah.
and they just got through it. I was like, okay. Then we had Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Good
This was a
match for
good
what it was.
match.
Yeah.
This was a good match, but Moxley went through a war and he looked perfectly fine.
How about that? Fucking broken glass and all this bullshit. Like, what the fuck?
And I have to give them credit, not credit, but I have to give them some bail because I was angry about this. Other people were angry about this. The match was only dialed down so much because of the Missouri Athletic Commission. They wouldn't let them go crazy and do all of the crazy death defying, kill each other type shit that they would do in a regular death match.
Okay.
Because
So it wasn't their
everybody had
fault.
that. Listen, most of the people had the same opinion that I did and you did when they were like, "Yo, we've seen worse shit on the show before. What the fuck was this? They're talking about killing each other. The fuck was this?"
Yeah.
And like, and then we found out that's why they couldn't do all of the crazy shit that they really wanted to do. So after Mox and Kyle O'Reilly are going at it, Kyle O'Reilly puts Mox in a fucking ankle lock and Moxley just punches the ref. He's like, "Nah, fuck this. I'm not quitting 2 times in a row. I'm punch the ref."
Could you imagine that he would have quit?
Dude, that would have been funny, but like the best part about that made me fucking laugh and was like, "This is the dumbest shit ever." Like, if you watch it, if Moxley would have just stretched out his hand and pushed the ref away and grabbed the rope, it would have been right there. It was like right there. He was so close to the rope, he could have just reached out and grabbed it. And he's like, "No, I'm just gonna punch the ref. Fuck it." I was like, "Cool." So then, after the match, the conglomeration comes out, the Death Riders come down, and then they just go right into their 6 man. And you said something, and I agree with this because of what happened once this went down. They just start brawling after the match, and then all of a sudden Darby comes down, Moxley comes down, and you're right. It looks like this is going to be blood and guts.
Yeah, like I said that jokingly, but then in retrospect, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, because it's like they're going to have a men, they're going to have a women's. This looks like this is it, blood and
Yeah,
guts. But I feel like there's like something missing, like, and what I mean by something missing, I feel like there's more conglomeration on the conglomeration side than it is on the Death Rider side. So I'm like, they need more people.
yeah.
Then we get Kyle Fletcher, and Kyle Fletcher is cutting a promo, and Kyle Fletcher is talking about he's done with Mark Briscoe, and because of what Tony Khan said, and I said it on this podcast, Tony Khan is talking about a best of 7 between Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher. We're going to a best of 7 between Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe.
My only question throughout this whole thing,
Hmm.
what the hell is Kyle Fletcher's whole name? That's his catchphrase. Say my whole name.
Dude, I don't know, and I hate it every time he says it.
It's bothering me more now. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah. So then we get Tekla challenging Mina Shirakawa to a match at Collision.
For a split second, I forgot that Mina lost the title, and I thought this was for the title. But I'm like, oh
Oh
shit.
shit. So then we had Okada versus Benedito. And this was a good match.
Yes.
This was a really good match. And I'm glad the way that it ended was like so fucking cool because Bandito went for the 21 plex, but he just saw Okada bending over and he's like, I'm gonna go for this 21 plex. But Okada was nowhere near the ropes, so he didn't have any ropes to bounce over, and he just went over Okada. Okada just grabbed him, hit him with the Rainmaker. It's over. I was like, that was actually smart. That was real
Smart,
smart.
smart as hell. Yeah.
So then after the match, he's celebrating, and everybody from the Don Callis family comes out, hey, hey, hey. And then finally, Takeshita comes out and was like, nah, fuck you. I hate you. And they're just like staring each other down. And I immediately seen everybody jumping through hoops because their thing, their fucking thing, which I'm fucking getting pissed off every time they bring it up, they should wrestle at the Tokyo Dome. No, the
For what?
fuck they shouldn't. Like you keep saying, oh, it benefits New Japan. No, the fuck it doesn't. It doesn't. Well, they're gonna sell out. They're already sold out, dumb bitch. You don't watch the product. You have no idea what the fuck is going on. They're sold the fuck out already. They're at max capacity. They're at max capacity already. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Oh, it's gonna get more eyeballs. They have already secured the deal to be on regular television, what they haven't had in years because of Tanahashi's retirement. But you're like, no, no, no. It's like people are gonna watch. No, there's no extra anything for this. There's no benefit to New Japan. There's nothing. Like no one is watching New Japan going, "Oh my God, I'm gonna watch just because." It's like, no, you're watching for the match and you're leaving. That does nothing for New Japan's economy. That does nothing for the company because it's 2 guys that are not in the fucking company wrestling for their belt. It makes no fucking sense to anybody. Like
Yep.
any normal business mind person, which some of you claim to be, is the dumbest fucking shit in the world. You guys are really fucking dumb if you think that this is a thing. It shouldn't be a thing. And if it's a thing, I've said before, I'm done with New Japan. Like, I'm no longer a New Japan fan. I'm never watching it again. I'm fucking done. And it's because it does nothing for New Japan at all.
It only benefits Tony and AEW.
Basically. And so, like, people are already trying to figure out when this match is going to happen. I'm trying to figure out too, because there's like two possibilities. It's two possibilities. It could be at Full Gear, which is the next pay per view, or they could save it for World's End, which I'm I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it should be at World's End because World's End is like days before Wrestle Kingdom. So I think they should do it at Full Gear at World's End to catch this shit to like either not do anything or just like fuck right off because he has the match at Wrestle Kingdom. So don't jeopardize that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the fallout from Wrestle Dream. Now on to Monday Night Raw, which was fucking hilarious, the opening, because Pierce comes out and Pierce is like, yo, I'm gonna address the world title. But all of a sudden, this car pulls up and you see the world title in the car, and it was Braun holding the world title. And it was Braun and Bronson. They came out. Braun has the title on his shoulder, and I I honestly hate the ending of this. A lot of people also hate it, and some people gave a reasoning, and we're gonna get to the reasoning when we get to that point. But it's like, nah, man, I hate it.
He looked good with the belt though.
Oh no, he looks great with the belt.
Yep.
And Pierce wanted the belt back, and Braun said, "Listen." He's like, you know what? I'll give it back if you say please. So he says please. He gets the belt back. Then Heyman cuts a promo about how Bronson Reed is better than Roman. Braun Breaker is the future of the business, and he put his thing behind these guys, and that's why these guys are gonna go far. Okay.
Like when this first happened, the betrayal, I was under the impression he was not for this. He was still a Seth guy. Now it turns out he's with these guys, division.
That's exactly what happened. He wasn't for this. He just all of a sudden goes for the money. But and Becky brings that up in the promo later. She
Yeah.
brings that up, but it's like you can't retcon that. That just happened. We watched that.
Yeah. Because I understand like Seth's hurt, so they have no choice and whatever,
Hmm.
but you clearly see Paul like distraught.
Exactly. And they bring it up later when they talk to Becky.
Yeah.
So we get the Judgment Day in the back. And they start beefing with Dom because they're like, Dom, you put us in this fucked up situation. Fuck you, Dom. And Dom's like, yo, I didn't mean to. And like they leave, but then Roxy comes back and's like, you know what, Dom? You didn't do anything wrong. Everything's cool. And it's like, I totally forgot about this whole kind of love story. And when she did that, I was like, oh shit, that's right. They have a kind of love story. All right, that makes sense.
Liv's coming back, isn't she?
Oh, Liv's coming back in the beginning of the year. Like, from what I heard, it's the beginning of 2026. PW Insider said that. They said probably at the very beginning of the year.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be it'll be probably like Royal Rumble-ish time. Like she's a surprise entrance. So yeah.
That makes sense.
So then we get the Judgment Day versus AJ Lee for the tag team titles. And this was a really good tag match.
Right? I didn't expect it to be that good.
Me neither. And we got brand new tag team champions, AJ Lee.
Definitely didn't expect that.
Like I kind of expected it because I was like, this feels like this is where they should go. Like that was crazy.
Are they keeping the name as a joke, AJ Lee though? They should,
Yeah.
I think.
So then we had Jimmy and Jay. And they like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, they like, yo, like we supposed to be cool, whatever. And then they were talking about the battle royal, and they was like, yeah, out there it's gonna be every one of us for ourselves. All right, fuck it. So yeah, I mean that was a thing.
Yeah.
Then we had the IC title match, Rusev versus Dominic. And Dominic tried to do the same bullshit he did with Penta, but got caught. And Penta was out there because Penta stopped it, tried to stop it. And it basically sets up Dom getting this win. And it looks like it's going to be Dom versus Rusev versus Penta. And if you catch it, like Dom was running off and he was standing right behind the Saturday Night's Main Event sign. And then, like, you've seen the other two, and it's like, oh, we might have a Saturday Night's Main Event match.
I'm done with it.
Me too. Then we had Becky versus Maxine in Maxine's hometown, which once again, Maxine did really good, but Becky cheated to win. And here's the thing. Here's the
Actually,
thing.
actually,
Huh?
Maxine won because Becky cheated. She hit her with the belt, so
Yes.
won by disqualification.
But wait, wait. Here's the
Hmm.
thing, right?
Hmm.
Becky is blaming Jessica Carr. This is the second time she's blaming Jessica Carr. Because remember, Jessica the last time had something to do with this ending.
She counted fast. Yeah.
Bro, bro, this is a setup. Like, because she started talking shit about Jessica Carr. She was like, oh, fuck you. Like, this is your fault, blah, 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 yada, 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 whatever, whatever. So she's like, yeah, whatever, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. So Jessica Carr responded, was like, nah, fam, like, nah, fuck you too. Like, so with that, it's like, oh my God, is Jessica Carr going to face Becky Lynch? Because Jessica could wrestle, like, she's a wrestler. Like, she was that before.
Yeah. Not too many people know that.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, like this could be leaning to this match. I'm like, all right, this makes sense. And then we had Rhea, who broke her nose in Japan, and Asuka and Kari taking credit for it. They're like, nah, we did it. Ha ha. It's like, I'm not sure you guys did it, but all right.
Like whatever you say, ladies.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever. You guys got it. So then we had Paul talking to Adam Pierce, like, yo, the Battle Royals tonight are my guys in. And Pierce is like, no. I said no, because what they did to Seth was unforgivable. And then he's like, you know what? I'll put him in if you say please. So Paul Heyman says please. And then Pierce goes, nah, they're still not in. Fuck you.
What the fuck?
That was funny.
Right?
So then Becky walks up and Becky was like, yo, you didn't fuck with my husband. And he was like, listen. He was like, listen, dog, listen. He's like, it's not what it looked like. She was like, one minute you're all scared that he's all fucked up, and then you're with these guys. And he's like, listen, I know. He's like, I know what's going on. And then she just basically said, listen, I'm not gonna fuck you up. I'm not gonna do anything. My husband's not gonna do anything. But when he comes back, he's gonna beat both of their asses. Then
Uh,
look, then she was like, then he's gonna get you last. And then he was scared. And this was weird because of how things went down. So we had Stephanie versus Roxy, which was a good match. Stephanie gets the win. After the match, Roxy and Raquel beat the shit out of Stephanie. And then Nikki Bella shows up. And Nikki helps Stephanie. So this is like, did they already have an established friendship? They keep saying that they're friends. They have an established friendship.
they
But
keep saying that. I don't recall that shit.
no, no, because when she came back, she said, "Hey, Stephanie, you're cool. Stephanie Vecquay." Like all of that.
Oh yeah.
And so wait, and so she's being so nice to her. And then after that, Stephanie and her were talking, and she says, "Thanks for helping me." And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I'm gonna need you to repay the favor." And I was thinking she was gonna ask for the title, but she asked for a tag match with Stephanie versus the Judgment Day. But the way she said it, she's going after Stephanie. She's heel turning.
Basically, I don't trust her.
Me neither. Then Lyra Valkyria was talking to Adam Pearce, and she's talking about Bailey, and then Bailey walks up, and Bailey's like, we're a tag team, and we should go for the tag titles. And Lyra's like, not really. She's like, yeah, we are. And she's like, you know what? Next week I got a surprise for you because it's your birthday, and it's gonna be a birthday surprise. And Lyra's like, okay, what? You know the funny part about that?
What?
Lyra's birthday is not next week, it's this week. Like her birthday is on Thursday. Like,
I mean, they had to make it part of the show, though. So
yeah. Then we get Bronson and Braun talking to Paul, and they like, yo, what's up? And he's like, yeah, guys, you're not in this. And I was like, what? Yeah, we're not in this. It's like, all right. So I'm thinking they're gonna go in there and they're gonna fuck shit up. I'm like, oh, they're gonna go in there and fuck shit up.
yeah. Side note, I'm
Hmm.
noticing you're not saying Braun and Braun anymore. You're saying Braun and Bronson. Just had to point that out.
They're not the Vision anymore. They're two different people now. Braun and Bronson are two different people now.
I mean, they do refer to themselves as the Vision. Like, I know what you're saying,
But
but that's what they refer to
yeah,
themselves
like
as.
because one of them is gonna be a champion and the other one's gonna be another guy. So
They might both be champions.
I mean, they could be. I hope they are.
Yeah.
So we have the big battle royal, and Dominic gets thrown out while everybody is beefing. Dom gets thrown out. No one sees it. Dom does a Bret Hart, comes back in, throws somebody out. It's like, oh shit. Like, so I'm thinking you and me both are like, Dom's gonna win this. Dom's gonna be the number one contender.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So we get a bunch of stuff happening. Jimmy gets eliminated by Jay. And then Jay Uso wins the battle royal. And Jay's gonna face CM Punk at Saturday Night's main event.
Like, I like Jay, but why?
I don't know, but everybody said, "Oh, the reason that they didn't want to put Braun Breaker in there is because they don't want Braun Breaker to win his first title on a random like Saturday Night's main event. We don't want him to do that. We want him to win it on a big show." I'm like, okay, well, why didn't you just put the battle royal on there and then you could have had Braun Breaker? Like, none of this makes sense. They're like, no, he has to wait. Like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, he's the perfect person to have the title. Like, none of this makes sense. Like, WWE does some dumbass shit. Like, they do some dumb shit. Like, this was the perfect time to throw the strap on Braun Breaker and let him be champion. But no, their dumbass had to fuck it up.
100% agree with you. But if they weren't gonna do it, they could have went another route. Like, for instance, like they would have got in it, like you said,
Hmm.
Braun and Braun, fuck
Yeah.
everything up, and made it like a 4-way, 5-way, some shit. I know we already had a couple, like past couple pay-per-views, but at least you would have kept Braun in the title picture.
No, because this is what they should have did. They should have did the battle royal at Saturday Night's main event, and
Oh yeah,
the person who wins would take on Punk at Survivor Series. That it was that simple. It's that simple. Make Punk wait and make him wrestle at Survivor Series for the title. Make him wait. Put the battle royal on Saturday Night's main event. Braun wins there. We have Braun versus Punk at Survivor Series. And it's like it's right there. It's that easy. Like you could have just strung this out for a few more weeks and had every like you could have had more anticipation in the battle royal of people beefing with each other. Cause like it would have been 2 weeks into the battle royal, they would have been beefing. Like you could have had somebody mess with this person, and now you're looking at these little interactions going into this battle royal, and you're like, okay, now a lot of shit is coming out of this, and you did none of that. Like this is one of them dumbass WWE decisions. Like, how
Yeah,
you fuck this up? Like, it was so perfectly easy right there. Like, it was right there. They're like, no, we have to do something now. You don't. You could have literally said, hey, the Battle Royal is happening. It's happening this Saturday night's main event. Fine. And the winner takes on CM Punk and Survivor Series. Fine. Everybody would have been cool with that because we would have all been waiting like, all right, Survivor Series, we get to find a champion. And here's the fucking other part that makes them look so fucking stupid for making this decision. Nick Aldis goes, oh, we're going to have Drew McIntyre versus Cody at Saturday night's main event. So they have a title match on the show. There's no reason for the CM Punk shit. It's no reason. That should have been at Survivor Series. This is fucking stupid. The fucking WWE is dumb as shit for this.
I agree.
It's fucking stupid. Like, if you wanted eyeballs, you have the Battle Royal for number one contender, and you have the WWE title. Like, you have two matches. Now it's, oh, we're going to crown the new world champion. And I swear to God, if they do this, I'm going to fucking yell harder because this is what they're probably going to do. Punk is going to win the title, and then they're going to be like, okay, you can face Braun Breaker at the next pay per view. And it's like, the fuck, like, that was a waste. That's a fucking waste.
They could have done it quick, like you said, like now.
Like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. And then when Braun Breaker faces Punk in Survivor Series, if they put the title on him, I'm going to yell even louder because there's no reason you fucking added extra steps to something that was so stupidly easy. Like none of this is elevating Jay. None of this is changing anything. It is so fucking stupid. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
It didn't make me like Jay anymore. Not saying I hate Jay. I like Jay, but like,
It actually made me like Jay less.
oh really? Okay.
Like, I've already been on the fence because of the bullshit they've been doing with this new bloodline bullshit. Now you're just like shoving him in this match for no reason. It's like, nah, fuck this. Like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, let him have his feud. Let him do his shit over there. You want him to go for the world title. Eventually, he'll get back to it. This ain't it. Like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, like the writing has fell the fuck off. So NXT opens with the culling and Tatum Paxley, and she's celebrating her win. But Fatal Influence comes out and it sets up a tag match for later. And I have a feeling Izzy's gonna turn on her, but when we get to the predictions, I'll tell you how I feel about that. Because like I have a theory.
Like it feels obvious he's gonna turn on her, but yeah,
Like I said, I have a theory. I have a theory.
yeah.
So then we had Stacks getting ready to go out, and he's walking with Ariana Grace, and they're talking, and she calls him Channing, and he goes, "Don't call me that at work." I'm like, "Bitch, your name is Channing Stacks Lorenzo. What,
Right?
what the fuck are we doing here?" Like, I was so angry. I was like, "What the fuck are we doing?" Like, his name is literally Channing Stacks Lorenzo. She could call him Channing because that's his first name. His name is not fucking Stacks here. What are we doing?
It's
So fucking
not like
angry.
she called him like a pet name, like I don't know, Chan Chan or something. So trying to
Yeah,
be cute.
it was stupid.
Yeah.
So he took on Leon Slater, which was good because Leon Slater is fucking awesome for the TNT title. So I mean, not TNT title, the TNA X Division title, and Leon beats him. So Javon is out there and they're talking, and he was like, "Yo, the two of us together, we're awesome. You know what? What if we were a tag team?" And my mind was like, "Oh my God, are they going to do it?" And you know what I think that they're gonna do, which is
What?
going to be fucking cool because of just the symbolism.
What?
You know the Hardys got both titles.
Yep.
they're gonna put them on Javon and Leon Slater because they're both representing TNA and NXT, so they're both gonna have the tag titles. Like, I feel like that's what they're gonna do. Like, that would be fucking awesome.
I didn't think about that. That actually would be cool.
Yes. So they're talking about having a tag match, and Mr. Iguana and La Perca comes out, and they challenge them to a match at Halloween Havoc.
I
And I
didn't
was like,
expect that.
me neither. But you know why I should have expected that?
Why?
Because fucking Halloween Havoc is in Vegas, and Vegas is like the second home of AAA, the
Ah,
new AAA, WWE AAA.
yeah.
Then we had Zachary Wentz versus Jasper Troy in a speed title match, and Jasper Troy beat Zachary Wentz. Yeah,
It is what it is.
that sucked. Then we had a backstage thing with Kalani Jordan getting kicked out of the NXT locker room because she's a TNA woman by all of the women, and Jordan Grace is trying to console her. And I'm like, where are we going here? Like Jordan already had the TNA title. What are we doing here?
I'm with the NXT women though.
Yeah, I'm with them too. Like, hey, you traded on us, like, don't come back. But I'm just not okay with Jordan Grace going for the TNA title again.
Yeah.
So this is something that actually pissed me off because we had a Hardy's promo. They went in the Lake of Rejuvenation, and Brother Nero and Broken Matt Hardy are back. This is what pissed me off about this. They're back. This is
Mhm.
perfect. Everything is lined up. This is great, and it's here. We can have the broken universe in WWE. But, 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 they're doing a regular match against Darkseid. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, this is perfect. Like, this is the perfect time. Halloween Havoc. Perfect time for a Broken Hardy's bullshit match right now. Can we do that? It's perfect. And they're like, nah, we're just gonna do a regular match at the show. I'm
Actually,
like, nah.
I swear they said broken rules.
It is a broken rules match, but it's not
Were you
cinematic.
talking to me?
It's not cinematic. It's not that way.
Oh, okay, okay, I got what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not that way.
Sounds like you figured something out there. What's on your mind?
Nothing, Alexa.
Sorry about that.
So then we had
No worries at
Sol
all.
Ruka.
Happens to the best of us.
Alexa, stop the thing. What?
So then we had Sol Ruka, and she's injured. And they kind of played it up, and a lot of people are saying this is a worked injury. And I could kind of see where they're going with this. I could kind of see where people are going, oh no, this looks like a work injury. I have a theory that either it's really a real injury or the injury isn't as severe as it seems. And I'm going to tell you why.
Like when they
Because
first announced it on Twitter and I saw the
uh,
video, she didn't
uh-huh,
seem too broken up about it.
I know, but that's not why. Because there's a couple of tells in this promo. She's tearing up, talking about how, oh man, this is fucked up. I mean, like I'm not gonna be able to defend the title, whatever, whatever.
Hmm.
And she's getting all sad. And then Blake comes out, and Blake's like, nah, fuck it, just give me the title. I deserve it. And Zarya's like, no, no, no. Like, no, 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 that's not gonna happen. Because I'm gonna defend the title. But while all of this is going on, Ava goes, what about the speed title? Soul goes, nah, we're not gonna do that. I'm like, why the fuck did you not want it? Like, if you're injured, wait a minute. Also, they didn't strip her of the title. Huh. Like, you see how all of this stuff is starting to like form. It's like they didn't strip her of the title. She's
Yeah.
not giving up the speed title. She just can't wrestle at the pay-per-view. And it's like,
Making what you call it do
a
it
lot of
for
little
you.
things is going on here.
Yep.
So Blake gets her ass whooped by Zarya, and Zarya grabs the title and lifts it up. And you can see Soul going like, you shouldn't be touching my title, but I'm gonna get you. I'm like, okay. This feels like it's either not as bad or this is a worked injury. I'm gonna go with it's not as bad.
Yeah. It might be a heel turn there.
Oh no, it's definitely gonna be a heel turn. We'll get to that when we get to the predictions at the end of this NXT segment.
Yeah.
So we had Axiom versus Sean Legacy in the speed match, and Axiom beat Sean Legacy. This match was actually really good.
Really good. Yes.
So we get Ethan Page with his face paint, half face paint, talking about how he's gonna face Dr. Wagner. And I'm just like, yo, Ethan Page fits so perfectly in this fucking company. Like he just fits like he belongs here. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? So then we had Hank and Tank versus your favorite tag team, OTM.
Boo.
You love OTM. They're your favorite. You always talk about them. I love
Yeah.
Out the Mud. They're so great.
Fuck these guys.
But they beat Hank and Tank. You love them.
It's probably like the worst match of the night. I don't like need a tag team.
God damn. So then we get Rin, who's talking to Charles. She's talking to Charles because he's in Japan. He's wrestling in Noah. So she's talking to him, and then she goes, "You know what? I want to add somebody to the crew." And she starts trying to talk to Lash Legend, and Lash like, "No, I'm not having it." And then Kendall Gray comes up and is like, "You're not gonna talk to my friend like that." And Lash is like, "You only been here 10 seconds. You think you're cool? I'm gonna beat you down." Whatever. And then they just walk off. So it looks like it's gonna be Lash versus Kendall Gray. And I'm like, okay.
Winner gets in the NQCC. Just kidding.
But I guess the Rim QCC. So then we have Fatal Influence versus Izzy and Tatum. And JC knocks the dog shit out of Tatum and she pins her. And then after the match, like they're whooping her ass a little bit, and then Tatum gets her revenge and lays out JC. Okay. I mean, it's something that's going into the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And then we have the main event that, oh my God, this was so good because it swayed me in two different directions. Because it started out, they're going for a contract signing between Trick and Ricky. And they're doing this contract signing, and Trick starts talking, and Trick is going, and I'm like, God damn, Trick is so good. It's like I'm just like, damn, he's so fucking good. He's smoking Ricky Starks. Like Ricky fucking sucked. I'm like, damn, Trick is awesome. So he puts down the mic, and then Ricky just cuts his promo, and I'm like, oh shit, I was wrong. Like Ricky still got it. He still got it. Ricky was he fucking tore that shit. He tore it the fuck up. He said that Trick was gonna fold faster than his shirt. And I was like, bitch, like, okay. Like you're too good. And then he put Trick through a table and he stood over him with the title. So I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know how to feel.
yeah, I don't know. But let's do these predictions for Halloween Havoc.
All right.
So we got the Broken Hardys versus Dark State in a Broken Rules title match. Who do you have here?
Evidently it's their match, so the Hardys.
Yes, I'm going with the Hardys too. We got Ethan Page versus El Hijo. Dr. Wagner in a Tango de Morte match.
In the Eagle page.
Same, same. And we have Zarya filling in for Soul, quote unquote, versus Blake Monroe for the North American Championship.
I think Blake winning the title.
I'm going the opposite. I think I think this is what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Zarya is gonna win. Zarya's gonna win, and they're gonna keep the title. But remember, fucking Soul is still the champion.
Yep.
She's still the champion, so she's gonna win the match, and Zarya's gonna be hype. But Soul's gonna be normal. Soul's gonna like after the match, she's gonna be fucking normal. Zarya's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "No, no, no, everything's good." And she's like, it's gonna fuck with Zarya, and then Zarya's gonna wind up getting pissed off, and everybody's gonna think it's gonna Zarya that's gonna turn, it's gonna be Soul that's gonna turn. But
Yeah, I see it.
Soul is gonna fuck everybody up because she's gonna be back to normal right after Zarya wins. And trust me, I have this weird feeling that Soul might help Zarya win, and then people will be like, "What the fuck?" But I'm going with Zarya on this one.
Okay.
So then we have Javon and Leon Slater versus Mr. Iguana in L.A. Park.
Called him LA Park. What the fuck? Javon and Leon, because that way they go into the tag team match with the Hardys later, as you said. I like
Same.
that.
So then we have Tatum Paxley versus JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship. Who you got?
You know what? I'm gonna go with my heart here instead of my mind and go with Tatum. I kind of want her to win.
I'm not going with my heart. I'm going with my mind, and I'm going for Tatum.
Oh, okay.
Like Tatum is going to win. Here's what's going to happen. Tatum is going to win. She's going to do this. But here's the little fucked up part that everybody's going to be fucking like pissy about eventually is her and Izzy. And that's what's going to start the her and Izzy thing. Because it's going to fuck something up and it's going to be her and Izzy and it's going to be a big problem because Izzy's going to be like, "Oh, you don't need me anymore," or some bullshit. She's going to say something and it's going to fucking piss everybody off and it's going to start this whole beef and here we go. Like that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna start this beef, and then here we go. But it's gonna start with her being a champion, and
I
she's
can
gonna
see
have
that.
to deal with it. It's just she's gonna have to fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
But we've been waiting for this breakup for so long, and this is gonna be the thing. This is the catalyst that sent it over. Is this championship match?
At least it ain't like fucking A-Town Down Under.
Oh my god, that shit was going on for so long. It's to the point that it's still going on. Like that's the bad part. It's still fucking going on.
Technically it is, yeah.
Yeah, because like it's not over. It's still fucking going on. So now we get to the main event. Ricky Starks versus Trick for the NXT title.
Got Ricky, because that way Trick could go to the main roster.
Yes, I have Ricky, but like the only fucking bad part about this is Ricky deserves to be on the main roster too. And it's just like I can't fucking call it. Like I can't fucking call. I know that he's gonna keep the title, but at the same time, it's like I can't call it because it's like it's right there. They're both fucking worthy of the main roster, and it's just right there.
I always think NXT is the better roster, so I'm way happier with people down there. So it's good. But like you are right, they both deserve to be in the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
But only reason I would think more so Trick than Ricky, Trick's been there way longer, so it's about time
Yeah,
for him.
yeah, no, Trick definitely should be up on the main roster. Trick definitely should be there
Yeah.
because like Trick has everything, but right now, like I'm just a little nervous. Like they don't have like the spot for a trick. Like they don't have like, oh, this is where they could position him. They could put him right here or something. I don't think that they have the spot for Trick.
Yeah.
Like that, like that's the only problem. Like I don't think that they have an opening where like like you could see somebody getting called up. You're like, okay, I could see them fitting in here, or I could see them fitting in here. I don't think that there's a spot for him right now. Like he's too fucking big. He's massive, as in just like whole aura and everything. He has everything. It's just I don't see them giving him a spot. And the same thing with Ricky. It's like Ricky has all of that too, but I just don't see the spot. Like they both deserve to be on the main, but it's just I don't know where they would fit it. Cause like especially with this fucked up booking shit that they do, cause this shit is not fucking man, it's fucking horrible. Like this is this has been like one of those times I'm like, there's perfect shit right here that you should do. And they're like, nah, fuck you, we're not doing it. But that's Halloween Havoc. And yeah, like we will cover Halloween Havoc because I think Collision is still on Saturday, right? Or am I wrong?
I believe so. That's what I heard. So it
Okay.
could be wrong.
So yeah, we'll have that and Collision and fucking SmackDown. I forgot about SmackDown. I don't know how I forgot about SmackDown, but I forgot about SmackDown. Oh, it's probably because the show has fucking now the show. I'm not gonna lie and say the show sucked. The show has been good. It's just there's nothing that I'm really like, oh yeah, like excited to see. But the show has been good when it's been on. It's been good. So I'm not gonna lie. It's just
It hasn't
definitely
like blown your socks off type of shit. Like it's been okay, like mid.
no, 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 no. Sami Zayn has been blowing my socks off. Like
Okay,
he's really killing it. Like Sammy has been killing it.
got you.
And I want to see how they're gonna do the three war game because like I feel like this is it and this is how it's gonna go because it's gonna be Sammy, Nakamura, Dragunov, Phoenix versus the Wyatts versus my family tree or my friend Tez.
They haven't had a three-way war games in the main roster, have they?
Not on the main roster, not yet, but they
Yeah,
have had it on NXT.
yeah. That's what I was gonna allude to. I remember that one.
Yeah, like some people actually don't remember that. So when I threw that out there, people was like, "What? Like that? There's no such thing as that." And it's like, no, it happened in NXT. It's not a deal. Yeah.
Like I kind of sort of remember the teams, but not exactly. Like it was the Undisputed Era.
Yep.
I want to say. Was it Roderick Strong and AOP?
Yep.
Okay, and like I forget the third team.
I do too. Like I have no idea who the fucking third team was, but I knew it was a third random team. And it's like that is so wild that I can't remember the other team. But Roderick Strong at AOP was just so fucking random.
The only reason I remembered it, however, is because Roderick Strong dressed like them.
Yeah, and it was so weird. Like it didn't make any goddamn sense, but it was so weird and it worked. But that's what I see this one being. Cause like I just don't see this like getting any stronger the way it is. It's like, oh. And plus like you have the whites, you have my family tree. It's like, I'm not super into it. You throw Sammy into it, it's like, oh, this is actually kind of entertaining. I want to see this now.
Yeah.
Like so yeah, that's why I feel like that's the way they're gonna go. Because like after sitting back and looking at it and assessing it over and over again, I'm like, huh, they could do this, and this will be good. So yeah, I mean that's where we're at here with
It
this.
was Sanity.
Oh, it was Sanity?
I had to look it
Oh
up.
my
Yes,
God.
it was Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, which they won. They defeated the Authors of Pain, Akam Razor, and Roderick Strong, and Sanity. Alexander Wolf, Eric Young, and Killian Dane.
Well, goddamn.
I had to look that shit up. That's my last thing.
Okay.